Okay, so please excuse the sound of the kiln going behind me, but I didn't have to cut any of this down. Guys, it's like literally a perfect square. I didn't have to cut a single piece of wood. This never happens to me, but this project is going very easy apparently, so that means something's going to go wrong later. But thus far, we're doing good. Like, are you kidding? Like, I didn't cut down any of this. I found it in our scrap pile, and it's perfect. I don't know the exact size, but I honestly do not care. I just know that it works for what I need. Screw wise for this project, I'm using 2.5 inch. I preferably would like 2 3/4 inch or 3-inch screws, but these are the ones I found in my garage, and we're trying to do this without spending any additional money. So let's do this. Very important test, and well, bam, it's square. It's mostly square. I think one of these corners, oh, look at that. I don't think it's perfect. Oh, never mind. Final one. Okay, never mind. I take that back. It is perfectly square, which is honestly a shock considering this is all just scrap wood I found. I've got it clamped up, as you can see. I'm about to do some pilot holes and screw it together, and then that's literally it. Alrighty, so first screws are in. I think I'm gonna do 3 just to be safe. I just did these ones up here so that I can take off the clamps and then do the rest of them. I just figured it'd be easiest this way. I got them in on all sides. I did do a pilot hole because I didn't want it to fray any more than it kind of already is. And once I finish getting this all screwed together, I'm gonna lightly sand it, and then that is it for the beginning of the base. Alrighty, so it's all screwed up. I have 3 screws on either side. This is the moment of truth, the wiggle test. Okay, it's not like perfectly even, but the joints aren't going anywhere, which is exactly what I needed for this stage. So now I'm gonna go ahead and either see what side is like level-ish, the most level, and if not, and I still am even going to add little feet to it. So I'll see you in a second. Looks like I'm a psychic because the one I leveled top is the most level. Obviously all of these are level because it is perfectly square, but this one is the most level. And also that way it doesn't wiggle as much. But I'm still gonna add the little feet so that when you push into it, it doesn't topple over. So for these legs, I flipped this over, so now it's on the bottom. I'm just gonna clamp these down. I'm guesstimating what halfway point is, and I think I'm gonna do like 3-ish screws here. We're just gonna kind of mess around with it. I'm using 1 1/2 inch screws, still construction grade screws for this, but we're gonna see how this goes. And then hopefully, once legs, I think I might add one of those little things to hold the yarn. You'll see that if I end up doing that. But this piece is literally chugging right along. The only saw I've had to use thus far is that little bandsaw, and that thing's so easy to take out and put away, so it makes it such an easy and quick project. I ended up doing 3 screws on the underside, so like 1, 2, 3 to attach these guys, and originally I was gonna do 5, but it fits perfectly, nothing's moving, and I kind of like the idea of having everything done in 3 screws. But it is, yeah, it wobbles when shoved, which is bound to happen, but it's sturdy. Like, I'm shoving it and it's barely bouncing back, which is really good because this is going to be used obviously for rug tufting. Now that all the carpet tack is in, minus the little piece I need to move still, it is pokey, and ready to go. I think for the most part, this guy is done. I'm gonna sand down little pieces of this carpet tack just because it is fraying a little bit, but I think the frame's done. So I built the base, and then I put on the carpet tack, and then I added the legs. I think those are just the general steps. I'm gonna check and see if I can find any tutorials because I've honestly just been loosely following logic and what I've seen on the internet. So I'm gonna double check, see if there's anything I'm missing. Because I was going to do the little thing off the side here that the yarn can like loop into, but I don't have any screws like that. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now, and that is a very easy additive. Alrighty, so I have brought the base up into my little brother's room because that's where it's gonna kind of be housed because he's super excited for this. And I've begun to stretch. So I don't know the proper like tautness, but this feels good. I'm just gonna keep stretching it. I don't want it too tight, obviously, but the nail tack has been doing its job perfectly, and I think I'll be ready to start making a rug soon.